What's up guys, how's it going? It's Cherry and we are back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to save money on flights. It's a thing a lot of people are going to be doing this time of year, so I'm just going to go over how to get the best value for your money, how to look in 2019, which search engine to use, which tactics to use. I'm going to give you 5 tricks, hidden tricks that you can use to get the best value for your money. So stay tuned, it's coming right up. So the first tip I'm going to give to you is don't be paranoid. A lot of people claim that repeated searches to the same destination, your browsers are tracking you through the use of cookies, and they deliberately increase their prices to create a sense of urgency. Now, there is evidence to suggest this does happen. There isn't evidence to suggest this doesn't happen, but I'm not going to say either. I'm just going to say don't be paranoid, don't be overthink everything. If you're adamant that you are being tracked, I would recommend perhaps using in private, clearing your cookies in private, incognito, depending on which browser you're using. You could switch browser. There's browsers such as Brave and Opera which have privacy respecting policies. You can also switch search engines from Google to ones such as DuckDuckGo and Quant, which also have privacy respecting policies. This again is if you're adamant that you are being tracked, but I would just recommend don't overthink everything. So the second tip I'm going to give to you is have flexible travel dates. Now you've probably heard this about a million times, but you cannot stress how important it is, guys. If you want to go for the cheapest flight. So if you're going to travel during seasonal holidays, if you're going to travel during Christmas or whatnot, it is definitely going to be more expensive. If you're going to be traveling when everyone else is traveling, it is simply going to be more expensive. Companies will take advantage of this, and they premeditatedly know that this is the best time to increase their prices, to put their prices higher. Now what I'd recommend is, if you're adamant on booking on that certain month, perhaps booking toward the beginning of the month or toward the end to avoid the massive bulk that is in between, or you could just simply book in a month that is known to be more quiet. It is known that the most common month to book on flights to go into Europe is the month of August, so perhaps find workarounds, etc. through the things I have discussed. Another thing I'd recommend is flying during times that nobody wants to fly. What about early in the morning, 2 a.m, 4 a.m? If it means that you'll get a cheaper price, why not? Why not? Third tip is a very quick one. Mixing returning flights. So mixing your inbound and outbound. Say you're flying to New York with Virgin Atlantic, then you want to fly back with Norwegian. If it means you'll get a discounted price, then why not? What have you got to lose? Again, it is a slightly more tedious process, but it works out all for the better. So although most airline companies will have a policy claiming that they don't use cookies to track, most of them will use dynamic pricing, which takes into account the user location, customer accounts, previous flight data, and etc. Profiling has been around for a long time. Machine learning is smart nowadays, and it will know that if you are traveling from like London to Ibiza, it will know that it is a leisure flight as opposed to business. Advertisers you see on Facebook, they will take into account things such as your location and your job and your education, and this will all contribute to how much they will charge you. Yeah. Now, a VPN will mask your IP address and make it look like you are logging in from somewhere else. Now, there are multiple advantages to this. For one, you may get discount due to currency conversion. And another reason is companies just simply charge less to different parts of the world. There are a lot of hypotheses as to which countries do better. Some say undeveloped countries, some say developed countries, some say the United States, some say India. But the best way to know is just to simply test for yourself. There is no set de facto rule. Just go out there, set to different locations, and see which one works best. So the fifth tip I want to give you is to search rigorously. To find the best deal, just simply search as much as possible. I would recommend booking 50 days beforehand, before your actual flight date. Yeah, just simply search as possible using the right search engines, because companies charge more due to availability. Clicking on the first link you see will be more expensive than if you take the time to delve deep, because the bulk of people aren't going to search as meticulously as the small minority that will. I'd say the best places to search are Google Flights, Priceline, Skyscanner, and Momondo. You can also check the individual flights companies' websites also, because they may have deals that wouldn't be available anywhere else. If you're not sure when to book the flight, there is a useful app called Hopper, which will predict based on a number of factors when the best time to fly will be. So it's just another useful tool in your toolbox that you can utilize in order to get that little bit of discount.